find out too. See if girls have their own earpieces.
Yeah, I hear you.
I hear you
yeah, I
too.
hear myself. Yeah. Yep, I hear myself
Check,
in the
check,
mix.
check, check, check.
Yes.
I hear Aaron. Oh, there I am
I've
a
got
little
you.
bit. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I've got
Hey,
you. I've
check
got
1,
that.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, I hear me now too. I
Yep.
hear you.
Talking to each other. I hear the background.
Yep.
So.
Things are back. Yeah. Well, that works. That'll be good. I think.
Yes, Frank.
Yep. Is that
I
Frank?
hear Frank.
Yeah.
He could come up a little bit.
Yeah, he could come up. Frank could come up.
Frank could come up a bit.
Yeah.
Doug, can you put your headset on? Actually, he's finishing the conversation.
You hear that?
Yeah.
The background. I mean, the program background noise is a little much. You could bring that down.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Definitely.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't need to hear so much of the ring and all that junk now.
Yeah, we can hear it right behind it.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, there's no
Yes,
window.
who's that? What's up, Ryan?
So,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3. Our levels to each other are good.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm hearing you
Just
okay.
the interrupts could be up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. Yes, Frank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
Yeah, I hear it, but it could
I
come
hear
up.
it.
Sir. I hear the JETS. Doug, can you put your headset on, please?
Well, my hearing.
Huh? Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no.
I mean,
Dougie's got his headset.
what's that?
on.
Okay.
He can hear himself. Hey, what's up, Frank?
Yep.
Yes, perfectly. Yep, sounds good.
One doesn't. Okay. You are. I was gonna. I'll hang it. I was gonna hang it off the chair right here.
Well, we'll be doing that after this hit.
Yeah, there's your hardwired. There's no wireless. Not up here.
You'll be on wireless down there.
Down there.
So we're gonna have to take it off.
Well, no. If you put this in, we can change the wire between here and down there.
No, I'm saying, but we're gonna be on this wireless one, right?
I'm on the wireless one the whole time?
I don't. That's not my call.
Yeah.
And they can be.
Yeah, that's
they
what I was
can be.
asking. I'm not sure.
That's up to them. That's up to
Yeah.
the director.
That's fine.
I mean, you gotta ask them because that's not my fault. I mean, you're right next to the transmitter, so they work fine. So, all right, you're gonna give her the dual ears?
No, I'd rather use that one just so don't put it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm sitting on this side.
I've got to find out. So I can find a right cable for it.
Alright, they've been using one all week on me. I don't know who had it.
Yeah, it's not up here. You were doing Ian on camera, Ian stuff, right?
Yeah.
Just left, Cynthia right.
You see like the
Just left, camera left.
Yeah.
here? Yeah, I gotta find it. We'll find it out and see if it wants to.
We have the wireless mic. They use the wireless mic.
I mean, the battery, yeah.
I have an adapter in my cable down in my bag.
It's just a little bit. Yeah. He's saying. Do you have
What's that?
No.
We're not actually doing anything right now, right? So then should I put my shoes on?
So they want to use the wireless up here too?
Are you going to be able to see their feet?
You want to use the wireless all wireless up there?
I'm moving on just in case, because sometimes I'll do.
She'll cross her legs. How tight are you?
So we're going all wireless up here too? Is that the idea?
Las Vegas. Right there in the middle of the copper. That is the T-Mobile Arena, where tonight Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin will have a rematch of their first bout a year ago that ended in a controversial draw. Tonight, though, they both said they're going to leave nothing to the judges. Canelo Triple G, the rematch coming your way from Las Vegas. Inside the T-Mobile Arena, some of the undercards coming your way with a couple of young Golden Boy prospects that are really highly touted. Thank you for joining us all over the world. I'm Bethel Duran, alongside the editor-in-chief of the Ring Magazine and RingTV.com, Doug Fisher, one of the best boxing scribes out there. We're going to bring you two fights tonight, featuring Golden Boy prospects Virgil Ortiz and Alexis Rocha. The first one coming up will be Alexis Rocha. His opponent, Carlos Ortiz, is getting into the ring right now.
And his opponent tonight, fighting out of the red corner from Santana, California, undefeated Alexis Rocha.
Hoy que lleno de emociones me encuentro con mi jarana. Voy a rendir homenaje a la canción mexicana.
From Santana, California, suburb in Orange County, this is Alexis Rocha, 21 years old, 11-0, 8 KOs. A year and a half ago, he was in this arena at the same time watching his brother Ronnie Rios in a fight. Here he is tonight in his own, and his career is coming along nicely. Let's go with the boy matchmaker Roberto Diaz, who's really high on the young prospect Alexis Rocha. Undefeated Carlos Ortiz coming your way. And Golden Boy has some nice prospects. We're going to see two of them in Rocha and Virgil Ortiz later.
Yeah, and what's important is to look at their age and where they are in their respective careers. Rocha is only 21 years old, and Virgil Ortiz Jr. is still 20. But they've already moved up to the 8 and 10 round level.
Joe Martinez, our ring announcer.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, from T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Our bout here scheduled for 8 rounds in the super welterweight division. Brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. This bout in association with Pepe Gomez's Cancun Box. Presented by Tecate, the official beer of boxing, and our sponsors, Hennessy, Interjet Airlines, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Fred Loya Insurance, Venom, the movie, in theaters worldwide October 5th, and Capital Holding. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and black, he weighed in officially 148 pounds. In 12 professional bouts, his record, 10 victories, 2 defeats, all 10 wins, coming by way of knockout, presentando de Torreón, Mexico, Carlos Ortiz. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing silver and black, trimmed in both the flags of Mexico and the USA. He weighed in 148 1/2 pounds, and in 11 professional bouts, he is perfect. 11 victories, no defeats, 8 wins by way of knockout. The fighting pride of Santana, California, here is undefeated Alexis Rocha. And your referee in charge of the action, Jay Nady.
Ten rounds. Good luck, touch gloves, go to work.
Jay Nady, the third man in the ring tonight. This one between Alexis Rocha and Carlos Ortiz. 8 rounds in the super welterweight division.
Both guys are essentially welterweights, though. They both came in at 148, 148 1/4. They, there's no world title or even regional title on the line, so why sweat out that extra pound and a quarter?
I think Ortiz, the veteran fighter, would say, yeah, I agree with you there, Doug. He's 10-2 with 10 KOs. His brother, Roberto Ortiz, will be fighting after this one against Virgil Ortiz. There's a bunch of Ortizes coming your way.
That's a popular name.
Hey, why not?
Both
Alexis
guys are
Rocha.
southpaws,
Yep.
I'm seeing now.
Yeah, 2 southpaws facing each other. Alexis Rocha He's 21 years old. His background, you're seeing him for the first time. He's a fighter who, at the age of 14, was 210 pounds. And he didn't work out. His older brother Ronnie was boxing, at that time just turned pro with Golden Boy. Alexis would be the kid that would follow the brother to the gym because that was his babysitter. The mom was at work, so Alexis would just go with them and sit in the corner, as he said, with his Game Boy and his Flaming Hot Cheetos and a Coke. And we just sit there. And as junior high started progressing, he didn't like getting called names, because in junior high, we know, Dougie, the nicknames drop and the meanness comes from kids. He started skipping rope, wanted to lose a couple pounds. Started doing boxing just a mitts with his trainer Hector. Next thing you know, they realized, hey, you have a lot of power. Shed the weight, and within a couple years was fighting for the USA in Russia, representing Team USA. And here he is as a professional at the age of 21.
And both brothers were really good amateurs. I know Ronnie was a U.S. national amateur champion. He was a very good professional, a good boxer technician. And Rocha has the technique, but he also has something that Ronnie never had, and that is punching power. In fact, he rides a consecutive first-round KO streak coming into this fight. I think he won his last 3 fights by first-round knockout.
Yep, he was. But then you ask him about these. I should have knocked those guys. The quality of opponents weren't exactly the best.
Oh, that's true. I mean, he's 21 years old, and he's still being matched in a manner that's going to help him progress as a young professional. But looking at their respective records, you know, Ortiz doesn't come in having faced any sort of credible opposition either. So we don't know how hard he punches, even though he's won all of his fights by knockout.
Ortiz, promoted by Cancun Boxing with Pepe Gomez.
They do a great job in Cancun. I was able to experience one of his shows over the summer.
What a beauty.
A lot of fun. Good cards.
Yeah, they bring fighters. They work with Golden Boy closely as Cancun Boxing. And they're coming their way. They bring a couple fights tonight. And this is a test for Alexis Rocha to see, at this point, 11-0, you want to start giving him better opposition, obviously. You can't spoon feed him anymore.
Ortiz is cut around his right eye.
Yep. As a result of a punch from Alexis Rocha.
Yeah, I didn't see a clash of heads.
Right on the eyebrow. This cutman's going to have to get to work quickly.
No tienes que dejarlo. Tienes que tirar tú primero antes de que él piense.
You have to throw first before he starts thinking.
Ten cuidado, pero al mismo tiempo no lo respetes al cabrón. Okay? Fight your fight. Keep backing him up with the jab. Go to the body. The body. Okay? The headshot will be there.
Rocha works his jab, turns it into a hook, and comes back with a straight left. That was a nice combination. There's a different angle of the same combination. Jab, hook, straight left.
Second round of action scheduled for 8. Super welterweights, Alexis Rocha. He's got the American flag on his trunks against Carlos Ortiz. 10-2, 10 KOs from Torreon, Mexico. Those 10 KOs coming against lesser opposition. Most of them having losing records.
And we should note that Ortiz is coming off a knockout loss in June. Yep. So it's good for him to get out of the first round against a puncher like Alexis Rocha. Rocha's trainer is wanting him to aim some of that power downstairs, which I think that's good advice.
We're going to talk to Alexis a little bit. Said he's realizing, I think it's most young fighters, that when you go upstairs, as the opposition increases, the resistance also increases. These guys can take the shots upstairs. They'll need the body shots. We've seen more of that from him the last couple fights for Alexis Rocha.
And Ortiz looks like a competent boxer. He's a solid foundation. He is the more mature fighter. He's 34 years old. And he did take some choice headshots from Rocha in the opening round. So why not tap that body if he sees an opening? Oh, that was a nice overhand left, wasn't it?
Real nice overhand left.
Kind of sneaky, too. But I see the jab is bothering Rocha. So that's something he's going to have to work on, the head movement.
Double the jab with the right hook from Alexis Rocha. Body shot. Moving back, Carlos Ortiz here in the second. Winging the left hand.
You can hear the impact of Rocha's punches.
That body shot you can hear. We're about 4 rows back and you can hear it here. First side.
That's it. Take your jab away.
Calmness also from Rocha.
That's it.
From his opening debut, his pro debut, when we were there for him, Doug, but he's never been the fighter that comes out and just goes 1,000 miles an hour like those, usually the first 3-4 fights.
Beto, I can't tell, but is there a cut higher on the head, on the right side of Ortiz's head? I didn't know if it was just blood splattered from the cut eyebrow or if there's another cut.
I was wondering the same thing. That blood is trickling into his eye now.
Maybe it's just where he's holding his gloves close to his face and he's smeared the blood up there.
Regardless, he's cut and he's starting to feel the punches and the power from Alexis Rocha here in the second.
Yeah, Ortiz is leery of letting his hands go.
And he's keeping the guard really close.
The one punch Ortiz can land is his jab, and that's enough to be frustrating for Rocha. You see him double up on the jab, and it does cause Rocha to take a step back, but he's not discouraging Rocha at all.
No, Rocha coming forward. Final seconds of the second round, scheduled for 8. Alexis Rocha, Carlos Ortiz working our way towards Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin 2, Las Vegas.
Okay, listen to me. Iniciativa, tú tienes que tirar primero.
You need to throw first.
Sí, y de repente se la cambio, pero bien seguro, luego se avienta, entra y ahí agárralo tú.
Get in, then you get in.
Tienes que seguir llaveando, no lo dejes que él tire primero.
Don't let him throw
no
first.
lo dejes pensar, tú tienes que tirar primero.
You have to throw first.
En círculo tienes que tirar tu jab. En
you have to throw your jab.
Pero hazlo. Lo estás esperando y él está pensando, él está haciendo la pelea. La vaselina.
Beautiful jab to the stomach, followed by a straight left, landed by Rocha. And Ortiz doubling up on his jab and causing the young man to take a step back.
Watching Alexis Rocha, who's 11-0, 8 KOs. He's got the white trunks. Carlos Ortiz from Torreon, Mexico, 10-2, 10 KOs. Rocha, a prospect that Golden Boy really high on. I think around the boxing circles too, he's starting to make a name for himself. Not by social media, not by trash talking, not by viral videos, but by just his boxing bag.
Yeah, there's a lot to like. He has a crowd-pleasing style.
He has a good following in Santa Ana, California. Cal attorney sponsors. Alacos Cafe having a viewing party for him right now. So there's a lot to market with this kid. Bilingual.
Yeah, and he has a nice personality. He's fun to interview. He's thoughtful. It's what I call an affable personality.
Yeah, he likes taking shots at me.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, so Alexis, one of his early fights, I think last year at the StubHub Center, on HBO, they did a recap of the earlier fights. Jim Lampley said some nice things about Alexis Rocha, has a bright future. And Alexis took that clip of Jim Lampley and he put it on his Instagram. Really nice. He said, I can't wait for the day that Jim Lampley calls my fight. And you and I have called all these fights on Ring TV or on the streaming side where we've been fighting at the small club
We're
shows.
familiar with him from the Belasco Theater, Fantasy Springs Casino circuit.
As he's digging into the body, Alexis Rocha, strong left hand from Rocha.
Rocha has stepped up his intensity and his pressure and his punch output.
So I left a comment on his Instagram. Thanks, Alexis, for remembering me, who's been there for every single one of your fights.
I think I saw that.
And he writes back, don't worry, Bethel, you can have a dream too. Jim Lampley Jr.
Nice.
So
is that what he called you now, Lampley Jr.?
He's like, hey, Jim Lampley Jr. I saw him at the media workout. I'm like, hey, you know what? We can all aspire to be Jim Lampley. Does a great job for HBO. He'll be on the call later on the night with Max Kellerman and Roy Jones Jr. on the HBO pay-per-view for Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. That starts at 5 o'clock Pacific time with Chocolatito on the first bout.
Rocha is working the body and the head very well now. And the body shots are setting up head shots because Ortiz will lower his guard, lower his elbows to try to protect himself from those power shots to the midsection. In the meantime, he's taking a shellacking to the head, but he's taking this power. So this is a good opponent that Roberto Diaz selected for this young prospect, because he is giving what our colleague Steve Kim likes to say, professional resistance, and that's what a young man needs to learn
Some of the shots
and to
that he's
develop.
landed tonight have dropped his other opponents that we're used to seeing. Final seconds of the third round.
Now come in when you turn him.
All right, guys, here we are coming to you live from Las Vegas, where it has been an exciting week leading up to the fights that we have here tonight inside the T-Mobile Arena. I'm Jess Rosales, sitting alongside Cynthia Conte here inside of our social media lounge. And you guys, we've got the best seat right up here. We're overseeing all of the fights over the ring, but the best part about it is that we are also monitoring all of your tweets tonight on Twitter. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag Canelo G2 so we see everything that you guys are saying. We're going to be up here reporting, reading some of these tweets, and of course we'll be responding to some of you guys as well.
Yes, this is going to be fun. I mean, this is the fight that we've all been wanting to see, the rematch. I mean, if you guys saw yesterday's weigh-in, it was lit. So we're going to make sure that is going to be lit. This fight will be lit tonight just for you guys. All right, guys? So enjoy.
Fourth round of action, Alexis Rocha, Carlos Ortiz, the T-Mobile Arena. Undercard action coming your way. Night of Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, the rematch, Canelo G2. The T-Mobile Arena, where they did this a year ago. Yeah, a bit of a controversial draw. The weigh-in got heated yesterday. Canelo putting his forehead on Gennady's forehead. The cats were pushing each other.
That's uncharacteristic. So you wonder, is he just hyped up? Is he trying to sell pay-per-views, or is Team Golovkin under his skin?
It's a sold-out T-Mobile tonight. Doug, you and I were there for the weigh-ins, and the vibe and the buzz in the building. It was actually in this building, so it was pretty cool the first time they had a weigh-in here.
It was a very eventful and entertaining weigh-in, and not just with the main event.
Wow. And you're also going to see Spike O'Sullivan from Ireland. It's Canada's David Lemieux, and those two hate each other. They had to get separated at the weigh-in.
Spike was in rare form.
Wow, swing and a miss from Alexis.
That's the first egregious miss that he's had. He's landed everything to the body and head, and Ortiz is still in here jabbing at him. But look at Rocha. He is remaining poised. He's not getting crazy, even though he has an inviting and easy target in front of him. He's pacing himself. And most guys would be breaking down right now. I don't know about Ortiz. He looks really sturdy, very determined, but one thing's for certain, the offense of Rocha has quelled the offense of Ortiz.
Slowing down is Carlos Ortiz, 10-2 with 10 KOs. Alexis still bouncing around on his toes. Ortiz defensive in the red. Body shot. You see more body shots now from Alexis Rocha. Must be something they worked on in camp, because I've never seen him throw this many body shots. The evolution of a young fighter.
I like his punch selection. I think he's mixing the body shots and the head shots very well together.
Rocha has actually gone up to Robert Garcia's gym in Riverside and was sparring Esquivia Falcao, the Brazilian Olympian.
Right, an Olympic bronze medalist. That's good work. And, you know, an older, more mature fighter.
Yeah, trainer Hector Lopez was telling me that they also found a Ukrainian guy who's undefeated. He weighs 160, and Alexis was doing work. This is when Alexis was heavier at the start of the camp.
Actually, did you say Esquivias Falcao or Yamaguchi?
Esquivia Falcao.
So that's actually a silver medalist.
Oh, the silver medalist.
Yeah.
Yamaguchi.
And I think a heavier weight as well.
Yamaguchi, yeah. The two brothers from Brazil, one for Golden Boy, one for Tom.
That's right.
Good quality work. Final seconds, another solid round for Alexis Rocha from Santana, California.
And Don Trellis calls it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt.
still champion.
And Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on Fight. Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Alexis Rocha, the southpaw, because they're both southpaws. He's wearing white. Undefeated, 11-0, 8 KOs is Alexis Rocha. Remember that Golden Boy matchmaker Roberto Diaz bringing along nicely. They're stepping him up in competition. Some against 10-2 with 10 KOs. Carlos Ortiz. In all, Alexis in this fight, he's starting to wear down Ortiz in the red.
I think they chose wisely. I think the level of competition that Rocha faced in previous years would have been laid out by now. And this fight looks like it's headed towards the 8-round distance, and it's good for a young fighter to go rounds, particularly when he's been winning all of his fights by first-round knockout.
Yeah, it's early afternoon in Las Vegas. You're fighting inside the T-Mobile Arena, where later on the night, Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez will go at it. Canelo Triple G2, and the buzz in the building. But at one point, those fighters were also fighting in the early afternoon. Like you tell the story about watching Floyd Mayweather's debut at 1 in the afternoon.
Exactly.
These guys have to go through this for Alexis Rocha to fight in Las Vegas inside the T-Mobile. He said it was very exciting. I asked him, "You gonna be nervous?" He said, "Maybe when I walk to the arena, but inside, no." And you don't see any of that nervousness from him being in a big venue.
No, he's very composed. And I just think he and his brother are, they're kind of like, they're natural fighters.
It was 2 years ago on the night before Amir Khan and got knocked out by Canelo, where Alexis fought outside the T-Mobile Arena on TV. It was a swing bout.
I remember that.
And it was raining. So talking to him at the weigh-in, he said, "Look, if I can sit there, be a swing bout, and we have to figure out what we're going to do with the rain," he goes, "I'm inside now, Beto. This is cool."
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, this is a step up. And it's great that people are able to see him with this free view leading into the pay-per-view portion of this card.
You're checking in with us right now. The next fight up will be Virgil Ortiz taking on Roberto Ortiz. Virgil, 10-0, 10 KOs at Dallas, Texas, Grand Prairie to be exact.
I don't know how Ortiz is taking this power. If folks at home are watching this thinking that Alexis Rocha's power is overrated, no, he's got really heavy hands. Ortiz is just a tough cookie.
Oh, solid right hand from Ortiz, Alexis Rocha.
Ortiz is being forced to punch back, so we're getting some nice exchanges here.
Desperation now from Carlos Ortiz. Final seconds of the round.
Que sí puede. Ahorita te agarras porque te quedaba. Sí. Hay que tirar y hay que movernos con jab. Sí. Te quedas, te agarra. Me distraje. Sí, por eso tienes que estar bien concentrado. No me grites mucho. Sí. No te grito mucho, pues hazlo, papá. Sí. Sí. Tenemos que, pues, si ya quedamos que vamos a trabajar, hay que trabajarlo.
Sí, me agarró. ¿Con cuál me agarró? ¿Pero qué fue?
Un gancho.
¿Con esta?
Sí, vamos, suba la mano.
Concéntrate en lo que estás haciendo.
Vaya.
We had some nice exchanges in round 5. Rocha with the overhand left, coming back with a head-twisting right hook. And Ortiz is punching back on the inside. Not with the same authority, of course.
Desperation now from Carlos Ortiz's corner, telling him, if you got to throw with him, throw with him. Canelo, Gennady Golovkin, the rematch tonight. It starts at 5 o'clock, HBO pay-per-view, with Chocolatito Gonzalez taking on Moy Fuentes, Moises Fuentes from Mexico City, who told one of the Spanish newspapers, I'm going to retire Chocolatito. I did that to Ivan Calderon, I'm going to do it tonight. Then after that, it'll be the middleweights, David Lemieux from Montreal, Canada, Gary O'Sullivan, Cork, Ireland. And the co-feature, a young up-and-comer from Tijuana, Jaime Munguia, 154 pounds, takes on Brandon Cook from Ontario, Canada. And then the main event, Canelo Alvarez, Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, against Gennady Golovkin from Kazakhstan. 5 o'clock Pacific in Las Vegas. A sold-out T-Mobile Arena tonight. In order to HBO pay-per-view with Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman, and Roy Jones Jr. Alexis Rocha wants to be one day fighting pay-per-view. He's got to get through opponents like Carlos Ortiz. They give you that professional resistance. He could easily came in and, well, not easily, but had an opponent he blows out in the first round, and what do you learn from that?
Nothing.
Little body shot, followed by a right hook by Alexis Rocha. He's in the white. Thanks for joining us right now. His brother Ronnie Rios ringside. Ronnie's fought in this building.
I'm seeing some good counter punching from Rocha in this fight.
Ronnie's fought for a world title. With the experience, they trained together. Ronnie's still trying to figure out right now if he's going to retire. His last fight was against Azajo Venetian, where he was stopped. And trying to figure out if he wants to go or if he wants to just move on with his career. He's had a heck of a career, though.
Yeah, he's had a respectable career. He's fought a lot of really solid opponents. Some world-class guys as well. And he always gave his all.
Always. Fine young man, talented fighter. He's in the Golden Boy stable.
I think Rocha is feeling some fatigue right now. He's starting to worry about fighting into making it through the 8th round and fighting hard. So he's visibly taking his foot off the gas pedal. He's not initiating the exchanges as he has in previous rounds. It looks like he's laying back and countering with single shots now.
This is the toughest fight that he's had. He's bleeding from the nose, Alexis Rocha.
The jab has bothered him. It's something they're going to have to work on in the gym.
Toughest in terms of the resistance that he's had.
Yeah,
he's controlling this fight.
It's not a physical. He's won every round.
Yeah,
and it's not like Ortiz has put any punishment on him. But I just think it's psychologically it's tough on a young guy who's used to blowing out his opposition to go rounds like this and to keep hitting a guy over and over again.
Welcome back to the Social Media Lounge. Here's one thing that Cynthia and I have been seeing a lot about on people's tweets and even on Instagram. Cynthia, pull that tweet up for us, please. It is from Lake Show LeBron mentioning people keep saying he was trying to sit down, he missed the chair. When do you see someone sit down as fast as he did? He's referring to Canelo at the weigh-ins. A lot of confusion what happened there. He did not almost pass out. He did not stumble. The seat actually folded up and he missed it. Luckily, though, his team did catch him before he got hurt or before he really fell to the ground. So any misconfusion about that, we're clearing it up right here. He did not pass out. He's not feeling weak. And actually, I was standing right next to him. Canelo is in great physical form for tonight's fight.
It's funny because I saw that. I had to look up on the big screen. I said, oh my God, did he fall? And everyone was like, no, it was the chair. And so clarify, it was the chair, guys.
All right, cleared that one up.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one.
Traditional Patriots cap. Orange County guy going for the Patriots. He loves the Tom Brady. We're over here going Sam Darnold in USC with the Jets. Instructions from Ortiz. They told him you've made him slow down. Keep throwing your jab. They must be listening to the broadcast, Dougie.
It was evident. The young man is thinking about, he's starting to think about, okay, round 7 and 8, I'm not used to fighting in these rounds. Maybe I need to slow down a little bit so I can be strong. I want to be able to finish strong if need be. So he slowed the pace down. I don't think Ortiz took advantage of that, though, enough to win the round. I still scored round 6 to Rocha.
Thanks for watching us, wherever you may be on this Saturday afternoon. With the Rand Doug Fisher, by Frank Belmont. After this will be Virgil Ortiz out of Grand Prairie, Texas. Masa Ortiz from Mexico. Jane 80 in the ring. Telling Alexis keep the hands up. Keep the shots up. The pace is slowed down. It's a good learning experience for Alexis Rocha. He wants to have that pay-per-view opportunity later down in his career.
No, he's doing everything a boxer needs to do to outpoint his opponent or break down most opponents. It's just that Ortiz came in here tough and mentally strong. And it looks like it's going to go the distance. And, that's not a bad thing.
Ortiz, 10-2, 10 KOs. First time in his career that he said he's the B-side fighter. Quick right hook from Alexis Rocha, moves back Ortiz.
We should note that one of Ortiz's losses was a 10-round bout, so he's fought past 8 rounds.
Quick check right from Rocha.
And that's not the case from Rocha.
No, he's still an 8-round fighter, still young, 21 years old.
And I think his previous fights that were scheduled for 8 rounds, they didn't go 8 rounds.
No.
I don't think they got out of the first round.
11-0, 8 KOs for Alexis Rocha. This is like Roberto Diaz and Golden Boy. If they're going to put you on a pay-per-view show, not pay-per-view broadcast, pay-per-view show, you have to show something. And this is what Rocha's doing, showing that, hey, I have a fighter who's not used to losing. I have a fighter that I'm controlling. Good learning experience. Go back home and learn some things. Watch the tape. Make the adjustments like a good young fighter does as we're headed to the 8th and final round.
Ten cuidado, he's down, eh? You know he's gonna come at you. Give me the muscle. Aquí es donde tienes que darle más. Dale todo. Okay.
Huh?
Beautiful, powerful right hook, punctuating round 7.
Rocha threw that from the hip.
Good luck. Come on.
8th and final round. Alexis Rocha in white, Carlos Ortiz in red. Rocha controlling his bout from the opening bell. We expected him to control this fight. I don't think in this manner against a good opponent like Carlos Ortiz.
I'd say it's the best boxing technique and form that I've seen from him.
Yeah, solid.
I remember him being pretty raw in his first 4 or 5 bouts. It's pretty much just a banger.
That's what he should be.
Yeah. And he was fun. I mean, he was fun to watch, but at that point, I wouldn't have called him a welterweight or junior middleweight prospect.
Yeah. We have so many fighters that we see because we work for Golden Boy and do their club series where we see the guys making their pro debut, their second or third fights, guys that just sign and come up with them. And you see in the first 5 fights, oh man, a lot of hype. And then they get the tough Mexican journeyman or the tough Japanese fighters or the European fighters, and we're just the gatekeepers of the sport.
Right.
And the guys, some pass that test, some wilt.
Or some just don't look that hot.
Yeah.
Once you step up that level of opposition.
Hector Lopez, the Rocha's trainer, is the one who watches the video. Alexis said he doesn't like watching too much of it, but he does watch his fights afterwards. This is going to be really good for the team to have something to analyze, break down, and you get 8 quality rounds.
Right, 8 rounds, so they can analyze, okay, here's your form in the first 3 rounds. Here's your form in the middle rounds. Here's your form in the late rounds of an 8-rounder, which is basically rounds 7 and 8. And that can help them devise a plan and a training regimen that will benefit Rocha going into 10-round bouts.
10 rounds and hopefully one day 12-round championship fights like we will have tonight with Canelo Alvarez and Golovkin. 12 rounds. 160-pound division with so much animosity between the two, and that pay-per-view starts at 5 o'clock on HBO pay-per-view. Solid right hand from Alexis Rocha, quick right hook.
I like it. Rocha's letting his hands go in 2- and 3-punch combinations often. I'm seeing a little bit of swelling underneath Rocha's right eye.
Yep.
There was the trickle of blood from the nose, so he's not getting through these 8 rounds unscathed, although he's won every round on my very unofficial scorecard.
And that, look, I know fighters don't want to get all bladed up and bruised, but that's another good thing, where learning how to fight with some adversity. When the eye is swelling, when you're cut, things that you want to have before you get into a championship fight. Final seconds of the bout, a good scrapping in the distance. Alexis Rocha, Carlos Ortiz, hug, and go to the opposite corner. Great sign of sportsmanship between the two. And a good bout. Coming up next, Virgil Ortiz against Carlos Ortiz's brother, Roberto Ortiz. Masa Ortiz. Veteran, who's fought some of the best around.
Yeah, Masa is the more accomplished of the Ortiz brothers. More accomplished and, yeah, the more experienced as a professional.
All right, great fight there. You know what that means, right? We're just one more fight closer to Canelo Triple G2 happening tonight. And remember, you guys can purchase that fight, and of course the ones that are going to be preceding that, by going to CaneloTripleG.com and getting that fight there as well. We'll be doing the social media from there. And let's take a look at the screen right now. You guys see this? This is what you guys can be doing if you guys are sending those tweets in. It says just a few more hours to the Canelo Triple G2 fight, and I am super amped. Ton of fire emojis. If that doesn't say super excitement, absolutely. I don't know what else does, right? Here's our next tweet. This one's from Ben Davis. It says, just bought the Canelo Triple G fight. Cannot bloody wait, Canelo Triple G2. I mean, come on.
You can
the
tell
excitement here.
That is, it's true, because everyone has just been talking about it, and now it's here. Now just buy it, have a fight party, do it with the family. It's the best way to do it, and just enjoy, and may the best man win tonight. That's all that matters.
And check out Amanda's tweet. I don't know if you saw it, but she says, I've never been so excited for a fight tonight. Let's send it back to Jeff.
Yes.
Scorecards, the totals are as follows: 80-72, 80-72, and 79-73, all for your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated from Santana, California, Alexis Rocha.
Unanimous decision for Alexis Rocha. He sweeps the cards. A good night of boxing for him. Learning experience as Rocha improves his record to 12-0. Carlos Ortiz falls to 10-3.
Yeah, you know, that right eye is really swelling up now. Let's look at some highlights from this 8-rounder to help him.
Okay.
Rocha starting off very well with the jab and the straight left to the head. Opened up that cut over the right eye of Ortiz. Ortiz hung in tough. Got hit a lot, but he punched back.
I can see Ortiz coming back on Golden Boy shows for testing some other fighters.
Absolutely. He is the perfect guy to test welterweights and junior middleweights. And obviously, Golden Boy has other fighters at that weight coming up.
Great job, Alexis Rocha. Stay tuned for more here at the T-Mobile Arena.
And Don Trellis scores it. 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Welcome back, guys. Well, you know what? The fights are underway. I could see outside T-Mobile Arena, people, all the fans are coming out. There's still swag. People are out looking for tickets. There are still tickets available. Come. This is a fun night. Fun night. So, you guys, take a look at it, and there's so many good fights on. You know what? Just like Jess said earlier, we are one step closer to another fight, another big fight night by Gennady and Gennady and Canelo. So let's find out who's going to do this rematch. Let's find out. You know what? We have so many tweets coming in from you guys from all around the world because I know you guys really, really want to see your favorite winner. So let's find out. Let's go. Let's do... Watching Canelo Triple G in Cancun tonight. Welcome, Cancun. Mexicans are going nuts for the fight. Hope Canelo comes out top just for the scenes over here. Should be a cracking night. See, people in Cancun are watching. This is going to be a fun night. Hope you guys are having a great time. And then this one, Canelo Gennady Triple G tonight. Pulling for Triple G since he is also a dad in his mid-late 30s and doesn't have time for nonsense. He's probably just tired and wants to go to bed just at a reasonable time and do an early KO. You know what? A lot of people do not want to go to bed for this because you know what? There's going to be a knockout. I'm predicting a knockout somewhere. But, thank you, Dave Cohn. And let's see. Let's do. Oh, here we go. I like this one. Just paid for the Canelo Triple G fight. Mom walks in. You brought another fight. Me, yeah, Mom. Who's fighting this time? Me. Why? Best not start shouting at 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, don't worry, I will. I hope everyone out in the UK, because I know the UK fans are going to be cheering, and they'll be up all night at the pubs. All right, guys, so you guys keep on sending all your tweets to us. We will be reading them. Keep it clean, remember. All right, guys, I'll see you guys soon.
Scores it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Hey guys, well, there we go. We see T-Mobile Arena. Man, this is going to be such a fun fight night, all right? This is such a great night. So make sure you guys come out, tune into the fight, and that's all. Like, it's fight night, guys. It's fight night. You got to be excited like me, all right? See you guys back soon.
And Trella scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
And Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
And here we go once again, fight advance 10 rounds. This scheduled in the super lightweight division. Presented by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Cancun Box with Pepe Gomez. Your title sponsor, Tecate, the official beer of boxing. And our sponsors for the evening, Hennessy, Interjet, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Fred Loya Insurance, the Motion Picture Venom, and Capital Holding. Your referee in charge of this bout, Vic Draculage. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, he weighed in 139 3/4 pounds. This veteran has a record standing at 35 victories, including 26 knockouts, 2 defeats, and 2 draws. Presentando de Torreón, Mexico, Roberto Ortiz. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wears white, trimmed in black and gold. He weighed in 139 1/2 pounds, and in 10 professional bouts, has 10 victories, all 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the undefeated super lightweight from Dallas, Texas, Virgil Ortiz Jr. Once again, referee Vic Draculage with the final instruction.
Center of the ring. Mouthpiece in. All right, gentlemen, this fight's scheduled for 10 rounds. You've received your instructions and directions. Again, I want to caution you. Any punch to this point will be called low. Golpes debajo de este punto ser llamado bajo. That said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Obedezca mis comandos y protegerse a sí mismos siempre. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte, hombres.
Suerte. All right.
As we are underway, Virgil Ortiz Jr. in the white trunks, 10-0, 10 KOs. Most of those have been devastating knockouts, taking on Roberto Ortiz. Masa is his nickname, everybody calls him that, out of Torreón, Mexico, 35-2-2 with 26 KOs. Masa is a short name for macizo, which means he's solid. That's the nickname they have him.
We will see against young Virgil Jr., but Virgil is considered to be one of Golden Boy Promotions' brightest young prospects. And we're seeing that they truly believe that by matching Virgil against somebody as experienced as Masa and his previous opponent, who was a former 2-time junior lightweight title holder, Juan Carlos Salgado. And that was just in June, and he ended that fight in the 3rd round.
Quickly, and that was a headliner of ESPN. So Virgil Ortiz is now headlining ESPN. He's here fighting pay-per-view. He's a doesn't talk much, this young man. His second fight with Robert Garcia, and he attacks. He was a main sparring partner of Jose Ramirez, who won an excellent fight last night against Antonio Orozco.
That was a sensational performance and a great effort. A sensational performance by Ramirez, but a great effort from Antonio Orozco.
So in the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy in Riverside, Virgil is sparring a who's who in that camp. Also had Brandon Rios that he spars with. At times he's gone with Mikey or Garcia, Robert's younger brother.
Can't get any better work than that.
On a daily basis, that's what he's getting. And before that, Virgil was training with Joel Diaz, where he served as Lucas Matisse's main sparring partner.
That's true.
And pretty soon it's going to be Virgil Ortiz who's saying, oh, I sparred with Virgil Ortiz. That's what's going to be happening soon, the way he's going. More body shots. He sits on his punches really nicely, does Virgil Ortiz at Grand Prairie, Texas. Started his career at Vivero Boxing Gym in the Dallas area.
Garcia's got him really working a hard jab. I'm seeing more straight punches from the outside from Virgil than I have in previous fights, and I like what I see. I like that straight left to the body.
Virgil's a fighter who made his pro debut at Canelo Smith at Cowboy Stadium when Oscar De La Hoya at a press conference said this kid's going to be a future world champion. And the way Oscar said it, the way Virgil reacted was, yeah, like, matter of fact, we are.
It's a lot of pressure on a young fighter.
But he doesn't think it's pressure. Virgil says, yeah, why not?
That speaks to his mentality.
And he was 18 at the time.
So Virgil Ortiz Jr. is definitely fighting on one of the biggest stages of his career, but probably in front of one of the smallest crowds that he has ever fought in front of. That's just because that right now at the T-Mobile Arena, it is starting to fill up right now. We've got a lot of fans that are still trickling in, but the fans are really outside of the T-Mobile Arena. If you go out there, it is like tailgate central is what it feels like. A lot of fans dressed up, of course, rooting for either Canelo or Triple G, but the excitement from outside is definitely going to fill up this arena here inside. I mean, just the weigh-in was definitely buzzing, so we can only imagine what things are going to be like here inside the T-Mobile Arena as soon as this place is full. Remember, it did sell out, so expect there to be fans from the very, very top to the very, very bottom.
Be careful, you got to keep throwing your jab.
Vamos a hacerla.
Beth Duran, Doug Fisher here, ringside in Las Vegas. The T-Mobile Arena starting to fill in. Later on the night, it's going to be completely sold out, jam-packed, raucous, just like the weigh-in was. Over 5,000 people lined up and got into the weigh-in. And down goes Ortiz.
Beautiful short right hand.
4, 5,
Roberto Ortiz.
7,
He was a right
8.
hand.
Come here. There you go. You okay? Walk to me. Okay.
Virgil smelling blood right away. Staying calm. Virgil Ortiz in the white. 10-0, 10 KOs. Will he make it 11? Going backward. Body shot from Virgil. Ortiz goes down for the second time in the round. He felt upstairs. He felt it in the body.
5,
Very wise of the young man to attack the body.
8.
You gonna stay down?
9.
Wobbling right at 9. Jay Nathan, come here. And it's over. A second round stoppage for Virgil Ortiz Jr. The hot prospect from Grand Prairie, Texas, is now 11-0, 11 KOs.
Golden Boy knows what they're doing and the way that they're matching this young man. They know they have something special.
Doug, Roberto Ortiz is 30. We're now 35-3-2. There he is, Virgil hug with his dad. He is not just a walk over.
No, listen, he was coming in. Listen, he was coming into this fight having suffered back-to-back losses.
Yeah.
But that was to much more mature opposition.
Yes.
He was stopped last, I believe, November against Cletus Selden. That was a brutal loss, but that was a loss where he kept getting up, where he was cut badly.
Yeah.
And that was a more mature fighter with his man strength and everything. With Virgil Ortiz, I'm seeing more technique from him. He was surgical with his power punches.
Surgical, great way to say that, Doug. Joe Martinez in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes with the official time. 1 minute, 3 seconds, round number 2. Referee Vic Dracula steps in and stops the contest for your winner by TKO. And now 11-0 with 11 consecutive knockouts, still undefeated, Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Keep an eye out on this kid. 11-0, 11 KOs, Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Yeah, he is definitely going places. Let's see some highlights of these knockdowns. I almost missed the first knockdown. Yeah. That right was so short. Boom, it was a counter right.
Yes.
Right on the point of the chin. A counter right over the jab of Masa Ortiz. And it didn't just drop the veteran, it sent him sprawling. Even as he struggles to get up, his legs aren't working. So he is still neurologically scrambled. And it looked like that right hand didn't even have full extension. Here's the second knockdown. He's attacking the body. And we have a delayed effect from that right to the body. The shots to the head didn't help poor Roberto Ortiz either.
No, they didn't. And even the way he got up the second time.
That was just pride getting him up.
It was pride, but at 9, he stood up and was wobbly.
Yeah, and Vic Draculich was wise to note that and save Masa Ortiz from himself.
And here's the one.
See, there's the right to the body, and then there was a short right to the temple, and he's already on his way down.
That was more the result for the first one.
Look how stiff his legs are.
Yep.
You can't even extend them. Of course, his body, he was still dealing from the effects of that short counter right hand. And Ortiz stays composed. He's not like a super emotional, passionate person, but he is a really nice guy. And I think as the boxing media get to know him and interview him, they'll find out about his talents as a natural self-taught musician.
Self-taught musician.
What a nice guy
the
he is.
keyboard, taught himself the guitar. And he plays some rock music just for you, Doug Fisher.
I approve.
Guys, if we start calling you Dr. Virgil Ortiz Jr., that's because Dougie Fisher saying you looked surgical out there, really praising your technique. Tell me about tonight's performance and what you felt like out there.
I felt like that was the best I could have done. I really put some thought into what I was going to do. The first knockdown, I was planning it before the fight. I knew that I would be able to time his jab, and I just needed to make sure I get the timing down, and I threw the right and it caused first knockdown.
You know what, not that it was really a concern, but a lot of people saying this guy having 3 times the experience that you have, not just that, but having his man strength, as they say it. Was that ever a concern for you, and how did you train for this, knowing the type of experience he brings to the table?
It was never a concern. I spar world-class fighters, and many world champions. They all hit very hard. But, preparation, it was a lot of sparring, a lot of mitts, and it was a lot of guidance from Robert and my dad and my coach Hector, and it's all it took.
Now improving to 11-0 with 11 of those by KO. Did you expect it to happen so early tonight in that second round?
Honestly, I expect to go the distance because I used to spar Masa before, and he was pretty tough. He was actually one of my first sparring partners when I turned pro, and it didn't look nothing like this. He gave me very good sparring, but I'm grateful that he gave me this opportunity to fight him with a good record, and it's only up from here.
All right, expecting the distance, but of course calling it an early night. So now what, you getting ready to watch Canelo Triple G?
I'm gonna go get some tacos.
Tacos, that's a good way to celebrate tonight. Is the team all going too? You guys are going with tacos?
We're all going, yeah, we're all going.
All right, and I gotta ask, Canelo Triple G, who do you want to win?
Canelo, obviously, and not only do I want him to win, I know he's gonna win because he's gonna make a lot of adjustments. That was his first time fighting at 160 that time, but now he's gotten a feel of it. Not only that, he's felt Golovkin's power. Maybe hyped up his power a lot. People hype up his power, so maybe like, okay, I gotta be careful. But he's felt it before. He even got hit by a clean shot. So now he's gonna be comfortable and he's gonna try to go in for the kill.
as confident with his pick tonight as he is in the ring, you guys. Virgil Ortiz Jr. improving to 11-0 with 11 KOs. Let's send it back up to Cynthia.
Wow, what a great knockout. Woo! Can't wait. This fight night is just getting started. Tune in, stay tuned, and go get some cookies and just come back. More fights to come. I was going to say beer.
scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Say that again, I couldn't hear. Hey guys, welcome back. We are here Fight Night at T-Mobile Arena, and make sure you guys buy your online at Canelo versus TripleG2.com. You get the full fight. I hope you guys are tuned into the undercards because they are really good. You just missed a knockout. If you did, you need to watch it again. All right, guys? So lots of fights coming up. Stay tuned, okay?
114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Okay. All right, guys. You guys make sure you buy that pay-per-view, CaneloTripleG.com. It's the rematch we've all been waiting for. Don't miss out, because if you miss out, you're gonna miss a very, very, very good fight. And right now, we're coming up to the undercards, and soon it's gonna be Chocolatito. There's a lot of good fights, so make sure you buy this pay-per-view. You won't miss it. If you do, shame on you. Sucks for you. All right, guys. Let's get back to the fight.
And Don Trellis scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.